thanks for the heads up. As in, you said, like, whatever's going to happen, just don't worry about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you remember.
No, I don't remember.
No.
I remember us talking, but I don't remember saying that. But I'm glad that it touched something.
Yeah, I mean, as a slight heads up, bloody hell. As in, like, stuff that's moved this week.
Yeah.
So I didn't even used to follow like I was more kind of Qigong Tai Chi rather than yoga.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what Kundalini.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. It sounds a bit weird to call it by that name or whatever. But yeah, so that kind of happened like 3 nights ago.
What Kundalini stuff moving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like kind of in a state of trance. That's what I was trying to give you a code earlier, but you kind of. Yeah. And yeah, it was kind of so. Is that? I'm guessing that's what happened to you as well.
I'd never named it specifically.
Yeah.
All the different things that happened to me. So I've never kind of thought I had a Kundalini awakening or didn't have a Kundalini awakening. I know that there were really weird, like, energy stuff that happened, but I don't know what you're describing as Kundalini awakening.
Okay. Well, the funny thing is, I can actually describe all this shit. Well, basically, I've done like some sort of tantra before, sexual tantra, but this was this was like full body, or not even orgasm basically, and it was coming in the first, second, third, fourth points.
Yeah.
And then it calmed down, and then it kind of because then I looked at this stuff later there's this really nice YouTube channel about someone, and it seems like it's really quite lovely and accurate, and then it kind of, then I read that and it was like, oh yeah, that's what happened, so that's really beautiful. And then it kind of, then the fifth, the heart kind of just relaxed into it.
Yeah.
And then last night, I'll tell you a funny little story perhaps. I had like a Tinder date, first meeting with this girl, and met up at went to this concert, and I was like, oh, nice bit Tibetan kind of what do you call them, the Cuencos Tibetanos, what's that in English, the what do you call them, these I'll make the noise with it, god I can't, oh, that doesn't sound, the singing bowls or whatever.
Yeah, Tibetan singing bowls, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But these guys were really quite knew what Kundalini was and everything, and it just kicked off there.
Okay. So you took her to a concert of Tibetan singing bowls? Yeah,
and
oh, cool.
And hangpipes. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But then I had this forbearing, and I was like, if anything weird happens, just don't worry. And it's like I'm sprawled on the floor outside. So like there's all this, yeah, so and it I know what I should have done, just stayed there and not, because that happened just at the end, and then they stopped the music and then sit up and stuff, and it's like shit. so it's just a funny story.
And what did the Tinder date think?
Haven't spoken to her since. No. Well, she was kind of like open to this stuff, so, and I had, I just knew it was going to happen. I was like, but it was all cool and really lovely. And then even these people said, just don't stay in the embarrassment of it. And I was like being English and sorry, it was like, but it's been really nice. The meditation you explained earlier,
yeah,
like I with the 1-2, because I've actually haven't done much meditation. I prefer qigong and the energy kind of the standing practices. So, and I was monkey mind, but serious, like I was a Buddhist as well, but I didn't really didn't enjoy and didn't get anything, inverted commas. And so but I think I've got to start like rooting or grounding that.
And that's a really good one, the mindfulness of breathing, because the breathing, like it's really good, the mindfulness of breathing, because it's like it goes right into your sacral and root chakra, as long as you're not like breathing only in your chest.
If you take it down. Right. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's like when I was going through the experience, it's like it was just insane. And
another thing you can do is imagining that breath like going all the way down your legs and like rooting you into the ground. You can also imagine you have like a dragon's tail that roots you into the ground, like goes down the bottom of your spine, and then it's kind of going all the way into the earth. Like that helps as well with these experiences, because Kundalini can be super, super intense if that energy starts coming up.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's really amazing what's happening with you. But it's just not taking anything seriously, you know. So if fears come up, you just need to make sure your body's safe, you know. So if you feel like something unsafe is going to happen, you know, go and make sure you're around people. But then the rest of the time, it's like not taking it seriously, like just letting it pass through, like whatever it's saying or doing.
Yeah, it's happening, no?
and just not getting carried away with the experiences, because you can get like lost in the experiences. They could be so different. You're like, oh, it's like a child in a toy shop.
Yeah, or I would say last night was kind of terrifying. Terrifying. I can't say that word. Not quite terrifying, but it was like my head was being blown. I don't know what. Like I'm kind of conscious that it's really weird, because I didn't think I was kind of this logical, or of course I wasn't I? But it's like I'm not studying it or anything, but it's just explaining itself. It's just the explaining is happening in what I look for. You know what I mean? So like now it's kind of, it feels like the sixth is you know, because I've never spoken. So many years of repression. So there's that going on.
And it will take a time to go through you, you know. Sometimes these settle down and then it comes back again, like it's like lifetimes in a way of like shut chakras and like a closed downness to this. You know, it's not just your life, it's humanity's.
Oh wow. Oh my God. But you see, I feel with the trance stuff, like I don't know, I don't know if it's making it just go really quickly, or it's like something that maybe I can talk to you more about on the retreat, because I'm going to come and I'm bringing Fluffy, my little
nice
dog.
Yeah, they let you.
Yeah, I worked out if she stays in the car, because I'm sharing a room with someone, so that's not appropriate, but she can stay in the car at night. I'll keep the windows open, and she'll be, although she's kind of cool to have here as well, because she kind of guards the place, like if there's, you know, the dog's good to have on the land. But now I'll bring her. I've got to bring her.
Who would feed her if you left her there?
I'll leave some keys with some friends. Yeah. But no, I think I'll bring her anyway. Yeah, that's just
and it's such a huge property. It's like really good fun for them to like run around.
Yeah, I bet. Although she's a real like shepherd dog, so she's it's really hard for her to leave me. So that'll be quite funny, but I'm sure she'll get over it.
I get the sense Khaleesi will hate her. Sorry. Just I'm not meaning to like predict push that onto happen, but just like with a name like Fluffy, like Khaleesi is just she likes boy dogs, and female dogs she can like, but most of the time she's not that keen, and especially a dog that's a little bit soft. She particularly likes
soft? Oh my God,
And I get the sense
yeah.
that Fluffy is very soft. Khaleesi's
But
like the opposite to this.
Yeah. I know all this. Well, not all this, but yeah, I've heard enough like stories about her. And when she was a puppy, you're like, no, she can't be around puppies. Khaleesi should just. But then Fluffy kind of marks the little puppies. But Fluffy's totally submissive. So
Yeah.
you know, she'll just become between my legs. So
Yeah.
as long as
Oh.
Khaleesi won't bite her.
Oh no, she wears her muzzle when she's there because there's too many dogs and cats. Like one time after the retreat, the owner asked me if Khaleesi had killed the cat. This is before she started wearing the muzzle.
Oh shit!
And I was like, I don't think so. I think I would have noticed, like there was blood all over her. And then a few days later, they found the cat that just wandered off somewhere. So she hadn't killed
wandered off, traumatized. Yeah, or
maybe
ran away.
Yeah. So now I just like she wears her muscle, and then she can't do any damage. Like,
okay, yeah. I'm mainly normally worried about pit bulls, you know, as long as they can't kill her. Like,
yeah. There's a giant dog there as well called Baba. Yeah.
The Ridgeback. Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, you remember him? Yeah.
4 years ago is when I last went, and he and the last I remember. Yeah, he's sorry.
He's massive.
Yeah, do you know those dogs hunt? They use them to hunt lions.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I thought it was deer.
No, lions.
Oh wow, no wonder they're so big.
The Ridgeback. Yeah, but and I thought they actually killed the lions, and then someone who has them told me no, they hunt. So the whatever Maasai or whoever the tribes use them, and then they take them to the hunter. But that's insane.
Yeah.
But he's so nice, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So I think I had some more questions. Do you think it's beneficial to like do any kind of like chakra like
work?
Sound, like I'm attracted more to the sound kind of stuff, I think, although scared by it as well.
Yeah, you could do. Osho has a nice sound meditation. You can find it on my website under references.
Osho.
Yeah, and it's like a nice sound one where you do singing, and you make particular sounds. So you might find that good, but you might find it also beneficial to do a lot of grounding stuff, like especially if it was all going up in your head. But you can find that happens with doing sound work, especially in the lower chakras. But like a lot of grounding things, like breathing meditation, and imagining your energy going into the earth rather than up into the sky.
But don't you kind of want that to kick off? That's my.
Yeah, you don't want it. It doesn't have to be full throttle. You don't have to, because it can be so super intense that you can do it gently as well.
I'm kind of not like that, really. Yeah.
Then maybe the Osho chakra meditation sounds is good for you then. You might
okay.
Like that.
Right. Okay. I'll get over my thing with Osho then.
Oh, you didn't like Osho?
Well, I've never. I've never really listened to it to make a proper statement.
Yeah, you won't even notice it's Osho's actually because it's just music and instructions. So.
No, but if it's coming from you, then I'll trust it.
Yeah.
So also it was really weird, the whole spirituality thing. So like, these people last night were really like advanced for me, like they were really free, and I don't know if they all were doing this music to provoke Kundalini. Yeah? But they're all kind of into the shamanic kind of religion.
Yeah.
So did you used to get that as well? Because you said you'd done a few of those ceremonies, no? Or it's like...
I didn't really get into the shamanic stuff, but I think if you're attracted to it, it's really beautiful. Like
no,
it's whatever you're attracted to. I did do some stuff with shamans, but it wasn't really my thing. Like I think I found the rituals a bit too tedious.
Well, that's the thing, and they're caught up. I'm really quite. I don't know. I'm really grateful because I've found people who've kind of gone through that, and they sought, there was, you know, the seeking becomes that shaman now, and then you've got to go through that, like but it's really weird, because I think they were saying, oh, just be careful with your trance, you know, and stuff like that. Don't take it too far. You got to do it with a shaman, and it's actually crap. You got to be careful with your body, as you're saying earlier. Really careful, really. And that's what I really want to talk to you about this. And then so I saw this really nice YouTube channel, and on it was talking about the Kundalini, and it was going through the different gurus. But I used to be, well, I didn't find good ones, I guess, but there's some really beautiful ones. So there's Sri Ramana and some others, and I'm just watching what they said, and they're saying you want this desire to be with God. That's kind of I don't know how to put this in words. Although it says it there, but I can't remember it. But I just wanted to ask you about that, because that just seems so profound, and that just seems like the path.
What do you mean? You want your desire to be with God, like every desire to be God's desire? Or for you to only be desiring to be one with God?
Like from a sacred place, or that sounds a bit crap, doesn't it? But like just loving the divinity, or you know, that's trouble, because I say it, and also because I was brought up Catholic, there's almost like the residual energy from that kind of belief system, but it's not from that. It's like it's from what these experiences have been taking me to, and it's like you're kind of, oops, I'm going there now. I'm not making any sense, am I?
I don't know. I don't think so. I sometimes find that hard to tell. I mean, that sense is hard. It's amazing, like how we string all these words together, and then we actually manage to make conversations. But we're never actually talking to each other, because, what I mean by something is going to be incredibly different from what you mean by something. So your accumulation of words put together in a sentence is not the same at all.
You're just going off into infinity there. Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on, there's lots of warning signs that are coming up on my computer. Is there something that is causing a problem? There's lots of I think they might be having disturbance. 1 second. And I think there's internet problems, but I don't know what the problems are. Oh well.
Yeah, it's kind of cutting off a little bit, but yeah. So I guess I'm just, I don't know. It's kind of a feeling about this thing with being one with God, or with I guess I understand it. It kind of feels right. So that's enough, isn't it? It's like
yeah. And that's really beautiful, for your desire to be one with God. I mean, that's the ultimate desire. The thing is that what's really wanted? Like, often what people want actually is to stay a person, and they sort of want to be one with God, but at the same time they want to keep one foot in being someone.
Yeah, it's too far down now. It's like I'm just like too far down it, and I'm just so grateful that I remember stuff that you've said. You're like, you just couldn't carry on with the old Lisa. It's like, I cannot carry on with the old Niall. It's like, I'd rather it's awful in a way, because I've got my daughter, but it's like it's got to be your own. Well, it just works in so many different ways, doesn't it? But it's always you in the end of the day, and it's like I would rather die nutter, than live like this free for a few days and go back to that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
My daughter probably wouldn't think that, but
yeah.
Nah, that's just my mind coming in. But I don't know. So thanks so for this available, and so
it's a pleasure. It's just cutting out a little bit there, so I couldn't quite hear what you said, but it was something about thank you.
So thank you very much for having this available to us.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for calling in now.
Thank you, Lisa. Take care.
Yeah, that's a love. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Ciao.